So, boom. I want you to imagine that you have been living under your father's thumb your entire life. Like, this man tells you every little single step that you're going to take. So now you are a lawyer who works for the district attorney's office, which was your only way to semi-rebel against what your dad wanted you to do. Because, to be honest, he wanted you to be a lawyer because he's a part of a criminal enterprise. He figured you would come work for the family. So you finally decided, enough is enough. You are a grown 30-year-old woman, and you are going to live your life on your own terms. And how have you been doing that? You found the love of your life, and he lives in Miami. You decided that you are going to quit your job at the DA's office, and you are going to go start your own firm in Miami. Now imagine your shock when you go down to Miami and it's time for you to buy the building, and the realtor tells you, my flight was delayed, but I'll see you tomorrow. And you're like, okay, cool. So you know what any normal sane person does? You start calling your man, and you're calling him back to back to back, and it keeps going to voicemail. Like, what's really going on? So imagine your horror when your father calls you and it's like, you need to get home. You're like, what are you talking about? Because remember, you've been secret. And how exactly does your father plan on saving the day? He's about to marry you off. Yeah, an arranged marriage. Because he says clearly you don't have the wherewithal to make good decisions, especially good romantic decisions. So this is exactly what happens to Lourdes and Bishop. Lourdes is the daughter of a pastor / crime lord because he uses his church as a front for his criminal organization. And Bishop is the next in line to take over his family business, which is like the concierge of the dark market. Now, initially, Lourdes is doing everything in her power to fight against, number one, marrying Bishop, but then, number two, actually being attracted to this man because he's no slouch. And let me tell you, although Lourdes is always saying, I'm grown, she does make more than one childish decision. So eventually, Lourdes actually does come around to the fact that, you know what? Bishop isn't so bad. He's fine. He's wealthy. He has BDE. And you know what? I might actually be falling in love with this man. So now that you finally come around, Lourdes, with the fact that this is going to be your husband and it is what it is, you go to the engagement party and you're like, you know what? Again, it is what it is. But the worst thing possible could happen. And what is that, you might ask? No, it is not another woman. Your fiance is shot at your engagement party. So now Lourdes has to see, is her man actually going to make it? And will she get her happily ever after? Go read Promise to a Street King.